Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Astrology Podcast. It is a podcast that offers you an easy way to learn astrology from scratch. 10 Minutes Astrology aimed at a beginner. You don't need to know anything about astrology. I'm Rose Chang, professional astrologer and the co-founder of Academy of Astrology.
Hi everyone, I'm Alejo Lopez. I'm a psychologist and I'm also a tutor at the Faculty of Astrological Studies.
So, we have a kind of important event this Friday, Alejo and I,
Yes,
our Astro NIght live. So, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do? We're going to work. I mean, it's a live event. So usually you're more used to listening to us. We record and then you listen to us. But on Friday, it's going to be a live event. So you're going to be able to interact with us. Mm-hmm. And we're going to try to assess the balance of the elements. We call the balance of the elements in a chart. So now you know that the signs are divided in 4 elements. So according to what planets you have in each element, or how many planets you have, we do a first assessment of the personality of the person, and that's what we're going to learn on this Friday.
I think it is not difficult, but it's a very essential and a very useful. I love this kind of assessment by the element in our chart, and it's very, very useful. Trust me. So don't forget, come this Friday to learn how to study the balance of element in our chart with us this Friday, 8 p.m. UK time. So last week we talked about the cardinal sign and understand how modality, also called quality of sign, have impact of each sign. And we learned the combination of the modality and the element together. So today we're going to talk about another group of the star sign, which is a fixed sign. And they are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Well, you don't need to be an expert of astrology to talking about these 4 signs, because when you hear their name, their group called fixed, they don't move. So, Ale, tell us a little bit more about the fixed sign.
Well, we were thinking before on the last podcast, we were thinking about cardinality, and we were saying this is the beginning of the season. Like, the energy that you have when a season is beginning, right? So with the fixed signs, it's the feeling that you get when you're in the middle of the season. So the season has been established, the season has been grounded, and it's at its full splendor. So if it's spring, it's full of colors and full of flowers and full of light and life. And if it's winter, it's very gloomy. It doesn't have so much light, and the days are shorter, and it demands kind of effort to keep up with things and the things you need to do, right? So each season has a different flavor, and the cardinality is the beginning of it, and the fixed modality is when the season gets established. So fixed signs will be relating to this idea of keeping up with things, right? So there's this idea of persistence, perhaps, or perseverance. The idea of like you were saying, they don't move. The idea of being loyal to whatever element they are in, and this idea of stamina. I think it's a sign that has a stable energy, that can show great patience and perhaps a lot of endurance. It's a sign that of people who can stand tremendous strength. Who has the ability to sustain effort, to keep up with whatever they are interested in according to the element, right?
Yes, I think the last time I talked about how Sue Tompkins explained the different group that when they face the challenge and the crisis. Suppose we say just as simple as you're going to cross a busy road. There's a lot of a car on the motorway, and how are you going to cross the road? So for cardinal sign, they just ignore everything else. They say, I want to do it, and I'm doing it, and I'm crossing road. That's it. That's nothing else. But it is for interesting for fixed sign. They will kind of assess the situation slowly, carefully, and then they stand on that corner for a long time. And somehow, some people, some kind of a fixed sign will even just waiting for the car to stop so they can cross the road. So that's
exactly.
Even in fixed sign, they do it in different ways. Some is like they study, they think, they wait. So it's like they act slowly. They not really, they can act, but they act slowly, carefully.
Yeah, and that's this idea of patience, of standing your ground until it's the time to do things. It's like, exactly. I'm not going to move until it's the time to cross. Yes.
Yeah, and another thing I like to very shortly talk about is how we see ourselves and how we see the chart, because I mean, everyone entitled in their opinion, but when this kind of opinion have an impact in your life, you have to learn how to deal with it. Because, for example, I have this kind of experience because Alejo and I, we both have a sun in fixed sign. So when I heard about people say, oh, you get so many planets in fixed sign, you must be stubborn. And with that guy, say it again. So it is very interesting as it is maybe it's my own products and my own opinion is each one of us is unique, and our chart shows our potential. And what astrology trying to do, and what astrologer trying to do, is bring out best of your chart and kind of help you understand your chart and how you living out of it, how you bring it out. So sometimes we be careful to choose our word to say. For example, we can say fixed sign is like they have a stagnant and they hold things, they loyal. But when you start to think about the negative way, so-called stubborn, and it going to affect in your mind too. Say sometimes some people like if I say they have a lot of a fixed sign, they will just like, so am I stubborn? And should I be more flexible? I say, well, if you want, do it. If you want, do it. But the best thing is to understand what this kind of resistance of change can bring good into your life. What kind of, this kind of reliable and the loyalty quality, you can show it, you can express that in your life. I think rather than thinking about negative way, or rather than think I should change, think about
exactly,
embrace yourself to do what you're best. And then if you want to learn, why not? Why not? So the next things we're going to do is, as usual, we're going to learn a little bit how to combine the element and the modality. So, well, you know what? Because I just mentioned that I have a sun in Aquarius, so I want to start with that. That's what I'm proud of. Great. That's my sun. That's how I'm proud of. So, like we already know the air element is about thinking, mind, and the communication. So now we put the quality of a fix in, which is very interesting because all the air sign is a thinker and a communicator. Then when you put fix in, that's quite interesting because Aquarius, doesn't matter you are moon in Aquarius or sun in Aquarius, ascendant in Aquarius, or Mercury in Aquarius. You hold your mindset. You hold what you learn, that so-called principle. So in your mind, there is a structure there, and it's difficult to change it. So you hold your ground in your mind. And what do you believe? What do you think? And of this word of yourself, it's difficult to change it.
Completely. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Yes, it's fixing air, so it's fixing ideas.
Yes. So Alejo, how about you use another sign?
Okay, I'm going to use Taurus then. So Taurus is about fixed earth, right? So what I always say is that it's the fixiest you can get, because of the 4 elements is the most stable one, and of the 3 modalities is the fixed modality.
Exactly.
So there's nothing more fixed than Taurus. So it is a sign that will be very will focus its energy in, let's say it's a sun in, we're talking about the sun, right? It's sun in Taurus. So it's a person who will find vitality through material stuff, like grounded stuff. So it has a lot of ability to keep up with things in order to achieve things, to achieve like mundane physical results. It's a person who might feel alive when in touch with the body, when in touch with sensorial experiences, because it's fixing the perception and onto the earth, which is the body also, and the senses. And also, yeah, you could say that it's somebody who has physical strength, who has physical stamina to keep up with challenges and to keep up with things. There's also perhaps a sense of loyalty, this idea of fixing with the earth, fixing kind of the material stuff, the mundane real stuff. So it's like they keep up, they are loyal to what they have agreed with other people, they are loyal to what they have achieved, they are loyal to themselves if they have a sun in Taurus.
Yeah. So let's do a very quick review of the keyword on the fixed sign. So they are loyal, or in other words, they are reliable, and they hold things. In another way, you can say they resist to change, and they keep things. They have a system or a well structure, and the kind of, they have the quality of stamina, determination, and keep going. So when you deal with people who have a lot of a fixed sign in their chart, don't think about they will give up and go. No, they will not. They will hold their ground. They will be the last stand, to be honest. So yeah. Should we use another example? I
would say maybe for the exercise.
Yes.
I would say, okay, we showed the example of Taurus and Aquarius, which is fixed earth and fixed air. So I would say, what about Leo? It's fixed fire, and Scorpio, it's fixed water. So I would say, maybe our listeners can think about, how do they think that's going to manifest? What does it mean that you fix the fire element, you fix action? And what does it mean that you fix water, which is about emotions and imagination? What does it mean?
Yeah, that's
instead of saying it ourselves, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's very good to invite our audience to learn, to practice, and to think of yourself. So what do you think about the Leo, a fixed fire sign? What does fixed sign mean? What does fire sign mean? And put it together, okay? And what does Scorpio think means is they are fixed sign and they are water sign. What the water sign about? Okay, then you put it together, you will have a little more understanding about the these two sides. I want to add a little bit things in is about, we are not just talk about sun sign, please. Okay, we talk about a basic principle of each sign by their element and the quality. So we not just talk about sun sign. Okay, so well, I think this is quite a lot today. Thank you for listening 10 minutes astrology, and this week we learned something about fixed sign. We really hope you guys enjoy this episode, and please like and subscribe on our YouTube or Spotify. And if you have any question, you can have a feedback sent to us at AOA UK on Telegram app, or email us at aoa.inquiry@gmail.com. And also, I sincerely want to invite you to join our Facebook group, 10 Minutes Astrology. I'll also post a link underneath, so you can join us and we can learn together. And well, the Instagram, and I am on the at AOA UK ROD, and Alejo, your Instagram.
Liminal Cosmos.
Liminal Cosmos. Okay. One day I will need you to explain to us what does that mean. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget this Friday, 18th of March, we have our second episode of Astro NIght Live. We're going to learn the how the balance and the imbalance of element in our chart. Okay, so next week we're going to talk about the last one of the quality of the modality is multiple sign. They are Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. Well, stay in tune. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.